Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Right, in today's video I want to talk about the different myths that you hear about buying your first property. So things that you hear about buying a property that are simply not true. And I'm hoping that if you're thinking about buying a property or you're currently going through the property buying process, that you find this video really useful and it just helps you break down some of the lies that you hear about buying properties. Right, so the first myth is that you need a 10% deposit to buy a property. Ideally, it would be nice to have a 10% deposit, but with the rising cost of living and inflation rate, it's very hard for a lot of people to save up that amount. So even if you don't have a 10% deposit, you can still get a mortgage. You just have to consider that lenders might give you a higher interest rate. You can get some properties with a 5% deposit. In fact, they say they introduced a new mortgage deal which allows you to have 0% mortgage deposit to be able to buy a house. But the only thing is that you might have to pay higher interest rates, and also the criteria will be a lot stricter for you to apply. But it's definitely possible. You don't need to have 10% deposit before you can buy a house. Another common myth I hear is that you have to pay the asking price for the property. The asking price or the guide price is only an estimate of what the estate agents and the sellers actually think this property is worth. You as the buyer can decide to put in a lower offer which is less than the asking price, or if you really like the property and you feel like the property is worth a lot more than what they're asking for, you can offer above the asking price. Ideally, I would recommend looking at sites like Zoopla, Rightmove to compare similar properties in the same area so that you know what to offer for the property. If the property is in a highly sought after area, you might have to pay above the asking price, or if you feel that there are a lot of renovation costs that you need to take into consideration, then you might actually pay a lot less than the asking price. So it all depends on the property, it depends on how much you're willing to pay, it depends on how much demand is in the market for that property. So these are things that you need to consider when you're buying a property. Another common myth that I hear a lot is that you can only get a mortgage from your bank, so from your current existing bank, and this is simply not true. So what you do is that when you're taking out a mortgage, I would advise that you go for a mortgage broker, because a mortgage broker can look at all the different lenders in the market and look at all the different mortgage deals and the interest rate to be able to find you the cheapest mortgage deal on the market. So you don't actually have to take out a mortgage from your existing bank if they're not offering you the best interest rate available. Be willing to shop around. Your mortgage broker can do this for you. Your mortgage broker simply goes shopping for your mortgage deal, finds you the best rates, the best deals out there, so that you can keep your monthly mortgage repayments low. Another common myth I hear is that you cannot get a mortgage if you have an existing loan or existing money that you owe. You can get a mortgage even if you have an existing debt. The only thing is that some lenders might expect you to clear that loan or that debt before you apply for a mortgage. Other lenders might still give you the mortgage, but they might give you higher interest rates because they consider you a higher risk because you have existing borrowing or existing loan on your credit file. Another common myth that I hear is that you need to have an excellent credit score to get your mortgage approved. This is simply not true because different lenders have different criteria. There are lenders that expect you to have a really good credit score before they can give you a mortgage. Other lenders might give you a mortgage even if you have a poor credit score. However, the interest rates might be different. So if you have an excellent credit score or if you have a really good credit score, you might get lower interest compared to someone that has a poor credit score. So I will advise that if you're applying for a mortgage, take your time to build your credit score, because the better your credit score is, the better interest rates and the better mortgage deals will be available to you. Another common myth I hear is that you need to be in the UK for 3 years to be able to build your credit history and your credit file before you can get a mortgage. This is simply not true because you don't have to be in the UK for 3 years or more to be able to get a mortgage. If you've been in the UK for less than 3 years, you can still get a mortgage. But again, different lenders will offer you different interest rates depending on your credit file and your credit score, which is why you need to use a mortgage broker to be able to look at all the different lenders and find you the best mortgage that suits your personal circumstances. And the last tip that I'm going to talk about is that you need to be a British or Irish citizen, or you need to have indefinite leave to remain, so permanent residence, before you can get a mortgage. Again, this is simply not true. Some people on certain types of visa can still get a mortgage in the UK. However, depending on your lender's criteria and the lender's terms and conditions, they might offer you different interest rates. And that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know in the comment section below, what are some of the rumors that you've heard about buying a property in the UK? What are some of the myths and some of the lies that you've probably heard that you later found out were not true regarding buying a property? Thank you so much for watching my channel. Till I see you next time, take care.